We'll see what they have up their sleeve for Eternal Fire. My name is Niko, joined by Sponge as we head into the pistol.
Consider aggressive on Cat here, gonna have a fight or two.
Oh, Masuda peeks in, flash is good, but still can't manage the pick. Masuda got a little glimpse of that, and zywoo forced away. So Vitality have to deal with the disadvantage early. With Eternal Fire picking up that kill, they can slow things down.
Yeah, well, this is gonna look good for the mid round now. A bit more utility on xFlower for this one, and well, that USP in the hands of Amora is gonna sing zywoo down. Another body hits the deck, and they're looking for dupreeh now, who's caught between a rock and a hard place.
Has to think about the tunnel play. Utility coming over the top of it. Flash connects on dupreeh. Once he looks back, he's trying to catch them as they cross, as they move out before the smoke. That gives him a chance on a Calyx. So spots out the bomb, is able to take one pick. And now dupreeh trying to get through the window. Doesn't want to commit too far into that fight alone. He would be destined to die. And now more holding off the flank. Might actually try and get around the backside. Absolutely will find a chance on Apex. This headshot is good, and the follow-up from Amor. It is now just dupreeh.
For the ace.
And he's trying to get out the door. dupreeh with the headshots brought down. Amor not able to get all five. dupreeh denies that chance, but winning the pistol.
That matchup was a 16-14, right? So Counter-Strike maths means that Vitality should be able to run away with a quick one here, but Amor looking happy today. Wasn't too happy. Towards the top of sight here, we'll be able to take the fight from safety, and here it comes.
Now they come around
Another
the corner.
tag.
Apex is softening them up, the flash into the peak.
Oh!
Apex gets away with a headshot and more, and now his teammates need to come over and help. He's bought some time. zywoo going to be smoked off with the cross. He goes in for the no-scope, and Apex still alive somehow on 2 HP towards Gandalf. So now they move forward into the site. 17 seconds left. Peek out as xFlower will finally remove Apex. They try and boost over the top of the smoke. Shots for Zantara is starting to land, but 10 seconds here for Eternal Fire. They have to commit to the plant, and they will get it down. Another kill for xFlower as we bring the numbers back to the advantage for Eternal Fire. But dupreeh's on the flank. And they're not ready, but the shot from Magis, so still they don't know about the short play forward. Magis goes down, but they're not ready for dupreeh, and unfortunately will not be able to land his shots.
A couple of wobbly moments there, wasn't it? But they do get past the keeper right there and pick up their second consecutive.
Into a danger spot. Falling back from here as an AWP can be kind of difficult, so I would love to take this pick quickly and then drop on down. zywoo removes the head of Calyx. Now with 2 advantage here for Vitality.
They drop that smoke as well. So if you want to go mid to B, what are you meant to do? 3, 2, 1, and everybody should be retaining what they have. So all 5 staying alive for Vitality here. And the problem is if they want to do a second wave of these same smokes, they don't have 2. They've only got 1. Masuda a chance.
Masuda does get the opportunity. Calyx out of the round, so Vitality once again have the first kill of play. And zywoo, he's there to back up this A long hold. So for Eternal Fire, what is your option now? Go through the mid-doors, perhaps into dupreeh. Well, they've won that fight somehow. dupreeh has not taken it, so Magix moves forward, able to remove xFlower. And now Eternal Fire with 19 seconds left in this timer need to figure out how to get into the site. Apex has the cross from middle, but Woxic calls for the aggression, and now Magix towards the back of the site. He looks strong enough to hold this. He will hold it down, and the bomb now loose. Not enough time here for Woxic to win the round, and so the AWP has to be saved. A second round now for Vitality. Now, with Eternal Fire, you have to keep track of where the bomb is. It is on the back of Calyx at the moment. A minute left. Now they drop down. zywoo removes him more. And zywoo is going to be continuing to hold for the mid-peak, but just one for him goes. Missed shot this time. Forced away from the Iron-Glen. Oh, Apex connects to the headshot. Luckily makes up for it. Couple of kills out of his rifle as we now hit the 45-second mark. Woxic and xFlower just seeing what they can do, but they're just leaping to their deaths. Vitality are doing a great job.
From Eternal Fire, they're quite clear that they want to be quick down mid and onto Cat. So what they're doing is they're dropping a bit of a trickle nade as we get the TCAV Apex right there. That's quite funny to see. A trickle nade, right, to use the smoke that blooms. That could be a problem or two. Back towards long, trying to get on out here.
Flashes out for Zantara's. It's Masuda with the first headshot. Zantara's locked out, and now dupreeh. He's taking up position with multiple players here for Vitality, and it's getting real hot and heavy for Amor. Has to try and cross out, but dupreeh spots him and goes back for the headshot. Good start to the round here for Vitality, and once again, Eternal Fire handed a huge disadvantage at the start of the round.
Oh dear. Okay, well, 3 on 5.
So he's got that, no problem. You're going to peek dry into mid. You're going to go down to zywoo, no problem. And now Calyx and Woxic left. And the flank for dupreeh around the back.
He's got both of them, doesn't he?
Oh, nearly. One off to Woxic. Calyx will be Apex's prey. And 6 rounds now for Vitality.
Yeah, this is looking way too easy for Vitality early.
Miracles here. Maybe more going through the smoke. Could Good opportunity with a jumping Mac 10. It has to be.
Thank you very much.
Perfect for zywoo. He'll collect that, no problem. Masuda swings out. He will go down to walk 6 scout. With 28 seconds left, xcloud's deagle has cracked open a skull, and now we're down to a 2v2. 23 seconds left. zywoo searching for the pick. dupreeh around the long side. The flank again has taken out Woxic. xcloud jumps up into the open, and zywoo will find him, but
they're not going to have everything they need for a late wave. Apex, Masuda heading towards long. zywoo to try and set them up to lock this down.
There's going to be a fight early. Calyx running out with a better spawn, but Masuda straight away to the headshot. But they've continued to run through, and they will continue to die.
Yeah, the fact they're getting denied at that point, Masuda is doing a great job of being very disparaging. That just sends them tail between their legs. I think they think there's probably 4 players long. It was just 2 with a couple of flashes. You go out mid to B, you're still going into this tunnel play, and look at dupreeh. He's in T-spawn right now. He's not even going to be needing an element as part of this because they're just getting picked apart at the seams right here. Another one dead. They're all down. And dupreeh's just gone, boys, I was going to get a couple kills in the back here. Or are they going to try and slow it down and play out a mid-round? Because I think they're trying to play ahead right now of Vitality. And,
well, give it away. And more just jumps into the open.
Personal for this, and they have a 2-man push on towards Cat as well. They're clamping down on mid.
Yeah, they can set up a distraction to allow dupreeh to be more potent as well. But now moving out to the open, Woxic confused as hell. Why are they in the open? Why are they just fighting? And, well, Eternal Fire, they're getting toyed with right now. Calyx left, out towards the long side. And 1 minute and 5 seconds left for Calyx. Now they start to consider his positions, confirm his spot. They even land the shot. So he's down to 26. Trying to tap away. Close to it, but zywoo just re-peeks into the shot. 10 rounds now for Vitality. Into the peak hasn't resulted in the pick here from Masuda, but he's still holding his ground. They're going to have to use more utility if they want to get him out, but they go back this time. Xantares hears the flash, realizes the players come forward, but have been in that cubby and tucked away. So dupreeh has to pull it back, and he gets himself a double. Bomb now loose at Eternal Fire. A little bit of stress now in their short play. They have to consider, is there anybody else towards CT side? And Apex, well, he's lurking around this area. He's still around this position, and Woxic wants to claim his life. He will force the life out of Apex. And now with 35 seconds left, Eternal Fire have a shot at a round win. zywoo not giving any chances right now. He's worried about it. Oh, so quick to the headshot for zywoo. xcloud stays in the open. Magic's getting closer and closer to the site. The rifle should be the move next here, then this smoke starts to fade away. Xantares will be into the fight, and Magic's going to remove him. Now it's just Woxic to try and clutch this one out. The itchy goes on in.
Could be good.
Oh, it is good. It will remove Magis, but again, the time, it's the defuse being stuck. zywoo's holding this one, but Woxic swings, and Eternal Fire, they are able to pick it up.
Okay, well, 4. They've been able to pick up a round. They're breaking. They've broken. They're staying very far forward here, aren't they? They really want to take a fight.
And they could get crunched from lower tunnel, but Calyx seems to be aware of that and straight away to the headshot. Magic's down, and now zywoo looking to pull it back to the P250. Hasn't been given the chance. Eternal Fire a little bit more disciplined here, not giving away that pick. Calyx looks to be flashed into the ankle and will fight versus zywoo. Comes out on top of it. dupreeh finally forcing the issue through the mid doors. Has at least forced him further back into CT spawn, but Calyx still standing in his position.
Ooh.
Charging forward, vicious intent is Vitality. Try and get through short side. Xantares immediately to the headshot. His teammate down below him is Calyx able to double up. These 2 players doing everything right now. Apex tries to make it happen, but in the end, it's just a single kill for Vitality.
Mid preference right now from Eternal Fire to lock down against that. Ready for this B pop. Here they come. They're just coming in.
Well, xcloud has already MP9, able to get away with one. Immortal will back him up, and xcloud now throws down the incendiary to try and slow it. USP pulled out, but Apex, 2 lovely headshots, and down to 1 single health point. Apex now crosses to the site, commits to the plant, at least a minimum confirmed of cash for the next round, but a 1 versus 2 doable, but very low. Apex in the wide fight, immediately 1 shot landed. Absolutely trying to sell that, but xcloud with the AWP, that is the bigger weapon now as he switches to the rifle.
Good nade.
Throw in the itchy, it goes behind him, does tie onto Magis quite significantly. xcloud's doing well here to try and slow them down. Xantares has come back, and headshots will land for Xantares. It's clean, as you like to the headshots, and 2 players, yes, fall for Eternal Fire. Get rid of that either, so he will be in a tough spot close towards Car.
Xantares could do it for him, but they're not going to molly it.
I think he's just going to die here. I think he's just absolutely going to go down very quickly. xcloud, what? How? You don't even see Masuda in that position. He's just completely ready for it. Headshot down, xcloud out. And, well, 2 players out for Eternal Fire. Puts him down to the 3v5. There's now Vitality use flashes to cross. Woxic goes to the peak out, but his teammate Xantares has been locked out of the round by dupreeh. So one's a non-starter. It's completely clean for Vitality. And just a more on the other side of things. What can he do?
I think Big were using that util set that you've just seen thrown out with that deeper, like mid-ramp CT smoke. But I'll talk through that util. They didn't actually combo it with the molly. They just had the hard clear from Dupree. So what that was the smoke, and then a molly would land, and the molly would flush anybody out from that little cubby position that you'd see players be quite jarring in.
Eternal Fire have now gone to the reserves. They've brought out everything they can possibly manage, and Woxic has chosen the right position to start his round. The good peek to stop Masuda, and more up middle. With a scout is connected the headshot onto Apex, so a 2-man advantage already here for Eternal Fire. Through the deeper smoke, he actually hasn't been able to get around before they've all crossed, so Woxic under a lot of pressure here.
This nade could do a lot though.
Could absolutely, but Calix, he's got into it, 2 rifles lined up, and he gets away with a triple. Vitality lose all 3 players in one foul swoop.
Beautiful stuff.
Smokes are up, and now Vitality ready to go. Masuda sent in on the charge. Hit some crispy shots yesterday, would love to try and crack them open. Has to perfectly line it up as Calix sprays through a double headshot. And remember, Zatara's in the side as well, alongside Woxic, playing from short side. So Vitality, yes, it is signaled they are coming towards long.
They have to
and
save.
They can't get anywhere near the site.
No entry whatsoever, and you could see how diligent they were. The multiple layers of the smoke wall, right? They did it twice. The first was to bait out all the util.
You can see that utility coming towards him, throws down the Yasundari, but look at that, Masuda's beyond it. He's actually just dived down. He is quick, he is hot in their heels. Can he
not ready
looking
for
the
it?
wrong way? They're absolutely not ready. Now Woxic alerted to that position, able to recover, but Apex with the mid doors, his play, he thought surely would work, but Amor has taken him out with a headshot, and now zywoo needing to try and pull it back. Magic calls off the short side, so they commit to the plant. It is planted for short in this post plant, and now we're at a 3v3.
Xcloud has to get past Magis here. It's the only way in.
He has to, but Calix has found a headshot on Dupree elsewhere. Xcloud, this fight, it works, but zywoo up against him into the clutch. zywoo switches out to the rifle, the low HP of Xcloud.
Beautiful.
It will best him. zywoo easily collects the 3 kills and closes out the round for Vitality. Goes through the doorway. Amor, what is he doing with this AWP? It's a risky play, but he's got info from it. He hasn't seen anybody come through it. So Amor's move forward is now confirmed that you can focus on the tunnels entirely. The Centaurs has come through the window. Xcloud plays from car, and now they can just watch as they cross into the site. They're being lined up on a pedestal here for Xcloud, and he'll take everybody down. Eternal Fire at the ready for the final play of Vitality. Maybe had a window of opportunity to play forward there, but Vitality, no secret about where they want to go with this one. They want to challenge down on Xcloud, and he'll start to spray away. Flash is good. Catches him out, and he's going to be...
in.
But a lot of pressure on towards the back, and Masuda now has a chance around the flank. But the distraction has pulled the forces back to focus on zywoo, and he's got an AWP in his hands. When he's got the big green, you can never count them out. And with Magis Deeg and zywoo's kill, surely that's it now for Vitality.
How can you risk this if you're Eternal Fire? You have nothing. You have nothing left over. You're going to have to go for the save here. You better hope they don't hunt. They've done such a great job bringing this game back. Calix has spotted one. Does take the head off Masuda here. Does he want to consider this? You can see how easy if one kill comes on through the gap that gets found. Under so much pressure. Not letting up here. Vitality just 2 rounds away now.
How much can you really get from this position? How much are you going to be able to pick up? He drops back, repositions, and the answer is nothing. Magisk immediately finds the headshot, and now Apex on the backsided play. He'll catch them looking the wrong way, and it's 1 for Apex. The second spotted out there as well.
Pushing in. He just... I saw it on the X-ray. I saw the play from Amor right there. I can't believe he's gone for that.
He loves doing that, doesn't
But they
he?
could have saved that extra rifle. They're going to need it into the next round here, Dinka. They're only getting 1900, and now they're hunting. Now they just need to take away this AWP, and they know where Woxic is. They're about to lose it all.
They're going to send everything to get this as well. They know how much this benefits them. If they get this AWP out of the round, Woxic under so much pressure, down to 22 HP. Worried about the smoke. Flash goes in. He's dodged it. First shot up on the Apex. Oh, mission impossible really here for Woxic. It feels like a matter of time before he goes down. The amount of bodies that can send at it. Dupree will remove the AWP. And now Eternal Fire. It has to be 4 in a row to pull it back to just overtime.
And then as soon as this kill comes in onto Calix, right, he's in a very committed position. That's the round done. They should have either looked for exits or saved their weaponry. I understand why they wanted to go for that, because they felt like they had an opportunity, but zywoo just takes out Amor. They're starting in a 4v5 disadvantage now.
Yeah, big problems here for Eternal Fire. Calix tries to make the play forward towards long to pull it back. His headshot, lovely, but Dupree, obviously the answer has already been found. Smoke out across.
They're heading B though.
FURIA is coming through it. More moves on Taras, and yes, through the B side they will go. But xFlower plays inside. Spotted on the fadeaway. Sort of happily collects the kill and now walks left. Shot goes up the AWP, but taken down, and Vitality have their win. They will take their second win here in Bucharest, and it's over. Eternal Fire.
Yeah, a bit deflating there in the end there for Eternal Fire. It was a great little comeback. We can hear him getting loud, see a little celebration dance there from Dupree. They made them sweat. They forced them to take timeouts. It was a double-digit game.